Hey guys, how are you today? In this lesson, I will tell you more about animation. By the way, if you want to know more information about animation, you can click the link on the top. What will you learn from this video? You will get to know how to use animation pen. But what is animation pen? It helps you display the list of animated objects, such as images, text, on your slide. Okay, let's add animation on shapes. First, you need to insert shape on your slide. Find Insert from the toolbar. Left-click on Shape, and left-click on the shape you want. Then draw the shape on your slide. Let's watch the simple video. Find Insert from the toolbar. Left-click on Shape, and left-click on the shape you want. I choose the sun as my example, so I left-click on the sun. Then, hold the left mouse button. Move from the upper left to the lower right, and release the button. And you can see the sun on your slide. After inserting shape, you need to add animation on it. Step 1 is to left-click on it, and it will be rounded by a rectangle. Step 2 is to find animations from the toolbar. Step 3 is to choose the animation you want. If you left-click on the arrow, you will see more animations. You also can left-click on animation to choose what animation you want to add. Let's watch the simple video. Step 1 is to left-click on it, and it will be rounded by a rectangle. Step 2 is to find animations from the toolbar. Step 3 is to choose the animation you want. If you left-click on the arrow, you will see more animations. Now, you need to insert another shape. So just follow the steps I mentioned before. Find Insert from the toolbar. Left-click on Shapes, and left-click on the shape you want. Here, I choose the moon as my second shape. Then, draw the moon on the slide. Also, add animation on the moon. Just do the same steps like the sun. The number here is the order to show animation. Now, find animation from the toolbar, and left-click on Animation Pen. This will show on the right side. Here, you can see direction. Both the number and the length of the green rectangle represent seconds. This is to let you choose the way to start each animation. The first way is on-click. On-click is to left-click to start animation. Here, you can see a mouse, and the order of the moon is seconds. After you finish your animation, just show your slide. So, left-click on this icon. Now, let's watch the simple video. Click on the shape, and choose on-click. And you can see a mouse here. And the order of the moon is seconds. Now show your slide. If you choose with Previous, the animation of the moon will start with the sun, and you will see the mouse disappear and the order of the moon turn to be 1. Let's watch the simple video. Choose with previous, and you will see the mouse here disappear, and the order of the moon turn to be 1, and show the slide. If you choose after previous, the icon will turn to be a clock, and the green rectangle will be different. Let's watch the sample video. Choose after previous, and the icon will turn to be a clock, and the rectangle will be different, and show the slide. Now, let's see 3 ways to change direction. The first one is to click arrows to change the seconds. The second one is to highlight a number and type another number you want to set. The third one is to change the length of the rectangle. Okay, let's watch the sample video to know how to do it. Find animations from the toolbar. Left-click on Animation Pane, and left-click on the moon. If you left-click on the arrows, you can change the direction, and the length of the green rectangle will change too. You can also just highlight the number and input the seconds you want. In addition, you can adjust the length of the green rectangle directly. Then we show the slide. Left-click and the sun will appear. Left-click again, the moon will appear. You can see the longer the rectangle is, the slower the animation is. Okay, now change the length of the rectangle again, and show the slide. Left-click and the sun will appear. You can see if the rectangle is shorter, the animation of the moon will be quicker. Now, it's your turn to practice. See you next time. Bye!